Claire Byrne, you're very welcome to Under the Grill with Caoimhe Young and Kevin Dundon.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, good to have you here. We know you're a foodie.
Yeah, but I like eating, I suppose.
Yeah. And you chose a meal from your childhood for us, which was midweek.
Yeah,
Chicken.
midweek roast chicken.
Yeah.
Wasn't I lucky?
Yes.
What I
So
named-
nice.
Here we
Kevin
go.
has done
So there's like a
version.
spatch called chicken, which is delicious, but we actually marinated it in buttermilk. So it's lovely and tender and brings out loads of flavours to it. It's like a tray bake. So to me, this is the epitome of what midweek suppers should be. Is because you've got the lovely lemon, the potatoes, the onions underneath the chicken. The chicken is roasted in the oven and all those juices and flavours are going in. In the last 10 minutes, we put in the broccoli over top.
So you're not cooking the broccoli on its own, you're just throwing it in there on top.
It was pre-blanched, so we just put it into a little bit of solid cold water and then just put it on the top.
Do you like your broccoli really like 2 seconds kind of thing?
Yeah, a bit of crunch to it, you know, a little bit of crunch to it. But I'm just looking at that and thinking about my poor mammy would do 2 chickens.
Which do you do as far as you eat?
Six of us.
6.
6 of us, and my parents. So 2 chickens she'd need, and we'd demolish all
Oh
of
my
it.
God, yeah.
Yeah. And it was like a Sunday dinner on a Wednesday.
Would there be anything left? No, nothing. So you wouldn't do anything with the
Not really.
leftovers.
Not really. There might be enough for a sandwich, you know, for your tea. Your 6 o'clock tea.
Would you have your dinner in the middle of the day?
Oh, God, yeah. Your dinner in the middle of the... Yeah. You're mad. 1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
Strike of wood.
See, I'm from Dublin.
No. Listen, you cannot have your dinner in the evening when you're from Laois, growing up in the 80s. Just a no-no.
Well, you'd have like tea.
My son is in the Gaelsocks now and they have dinner in the middle of the day. He said, still do it. They still do it. I didn't think people...
But,
do they still do that? Yeah.
Yeah, at school you would get your proper dinner and then you get like tea or supper.
Yeah.
Probably much
And it could be
healthier.
like just egg and chips or something like that.
So I feel like I'm speaking a different language now. I'm saying, oh yeah, you'd have a sandwich for your tea. And you're looking at me going, say, what? Yeah. Or boiled egg in a cup, a googie egg we used to call it, with butter and salt.
Well, did you put the heel of the bread in there as well?
Yeah.
It's called a goodie.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So we'd say call it a googie egg.
Goodie egg. So goodie egg. Well, my family used to always call it a goodie egg.
Yeah.
And that is probably the culprit why we have a lot of people in Ireland have gluten intolerance, because we all got that as a very young age.
Yeah.
When we were like 2, when we probably couldn't digest wheat, and we were getting with the egg, and your grannies used to give it.
Do
to
you think?
Yeah, they claim that. And do you remember when we used to give the heels of the bread?
To the babies with
Yeah,
the teeth.
for teeth.
Teething.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that wasn't great.
Hello, didn't do me any harm.
exactly. Didn't do me any harm either.
That looks
Look
lovely.
how much that chicken is.
Delish. So soaked in buttermilk for how long? I'm picking up tips as I'm here now as well.
Yeah,
so
tell us.
It was like overnight. So it's like, so if we were doing this dinner tomorrow, you just like, when you finish supper tonight, just get your chicken, put it into you know, like a big Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Put in your buttermilk, and there's thyme and rosemary in there as well. And then it's and a bit of salt and pepper. Leave it in, a little bit of lemon. So it all kind of breaks down. So buttermilk kind of works as like it kind of
Tenderizes, doesn't it?
tenderizes it. So that's what's really great about it.
Okay.
And when you do a roast chicken at home for your kids, do you do it like your mum did it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I'm just going from, I'm copying really, you know, just learned skills. So I would just into the roasting tray with carrots and onions underneath just for flavor. And then I put water in so I can make my gravy with stock afterwards.
Perfect.
But it's really, well, I'm just real trad in my cooking. I'm my mother's daughter,
Yeah.
you know.
But I think it's really lovely. It's like bringing on the family traditions.
Yeah.
Your mum, your gran, kind of comes in, and then when you meet a partner, then they have different ideas from their mum and their gran.
The only thing is, Kevin, my children won't eat anything outside of. So when I cook for them and there's no gravy with their dinner, they're like, "What? Where's the gravy?" They don't like any spice, no chili, nothing like that. They like plain food. Now maybe that's common, just children in general.
It's just because of their age.
But I don't know. I
just
just look
try,
at them
try,
going,
try.
you are, because my husband's from Leitrim, I say, you're Leitrim and Laois. You're just traditional dinners. That's all you like. No adventure. If we get a mussel into them on holidays, that's good going.
You'd be doing well.
Yeah.
You'd be doing
Yeah.
well.
But I just said to our kids is that all you do is have to try it.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to eat it, but you do have to try it.
This is really nice. And you know what I'm just noting here now, note to self, you're just using the cooking sauce.
Yeah, as it doesn't need gravy.
Yeah. Whereas I'd been out there with my,
Yeah.
stock and pot and flour and chopped up onion and killing myself. When actually what you've done is grand. Just spoon it over.
Totally, but you could actually lift out all that and put it into like a serving bowl and make a gravy in that if you wanted to. So you just a little bit of flour in there.
Wanted to give yourself a pain in the face, but you don't have
you
to.
don't need it.
Yeah. Gravy's always a bit of a stress, isn't it? Yeah.
A bit.
Sometimes you can get it a bit, the flour can go in and it can just get a bit clotted or something, you know.
Yeah, but that's okay. So it does just cook it out and then strain it with through a sieve. It's going to come out anyways.
It's all
And then
rescuable.
if it is a bit lumpy,
Yeah.
and you strain it, put it back in the stove and let it cook again
Right.
once you've strained it. So
Okay.
you get like any of that raw flour that's through the sauce is going to be cooked out.
The RT canteen, is food good there?
I don't really eat in the canteen. See, I come in at 7.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have had something to eat at home. And then I'd always bring something in with me.
Yeah.
I just, because of the pace of my day, I don't really have time to be wandering off and sitting down. I just not in that
'cause of
space.
work.
So
Yeah.
I'd be on air then, and I've had my breakfast, and then off air I might bring in some soda bread or something like that. Soda bread and a bit of cheese. That's me done then.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
And growing up in a farm then, is your mum obviously made her own soda bread and all that sort of stuff?
God, yeah. And
And
still,
the apple tarts on the plate.
yeah, all of that, and still does.
And what's your childhood memory of the aroma or the smell when you walk into your house? Is there a state of
We were so used to it that we'd nearly be given out. You know, we said to her, you know that thing after your dinner, I'm hungry. And she'd say, there's plenty of bread in there and the butter and all the rest. And we'd kind of be going, God, we don't have nice things. Now I realise, my God, we were so lucky,
unbelievably lucky?
Or one of my sisters would complain about stew, that she didn't like stew.
Yeah.
It was delicious
Yeah.
stew. If I could replicate exactly what that stew is like, I'd have it every day, We were really lucky, yeah. And now when we go home, we fight over the apple tarts.
Yeah.
Because if someone has a slice of the apple tart, my older brother arrives and we're all very adult, there's an investigation. Who took a slice of the apple tart? Because it's a thin one on a plate, he wants the whole thing for himself. He'll eat it all in one go.
And would you custard or ice cream or
Don't put anything on it. I don't put anything on it.
and it's just cinnamon and
Doesn't need it. No, it's just very simple. It's a very thin pastry.
shortcuts.
Yeah, but very thin and very light. It's delish.
And do you make it yourself now? Does mum
I
show
do,
you?
but I'm not. I can't get it exactly the way she does it, and it's the same with the soda bread. I go through phases where I try to make soda bread, but I can never get it exactly like hers. I have her recipe written down. I've watched her make it.
Is it
then
brown bread or white bread?
Brown.
Brown.
And then I'll ring her and I'll say, will you just go through this again? And she says things like, yeah, and just put in a small handful of that.
Yeah,
and a
grand.
pinch of that. And I go, no, you've got to tell me. So now the siblings have all decided that she doesn't want us to know exactly what she's doing to the bread. And she's keeping us secret. Yeah. That's just, she doesn't want us to get it right.
Yeah, fair.
But you know what? There's nothing like that breakfast when I stay at home in my mother's house of sausages, clonakilty, and her brown bread. So
White
I want.
clonakilty in your
They're
leaves.
gorgeous.
I just love them. Yeah.
No, but your mum obviously loved them as well.
Yeah.
That was her.
Yeah, I don't know how
Not
she
like
came on them.
butcher sausage or.
No.
That's unusual, isn't it?
No, that's the one, and we all buy the same one, and we've all tried all of them,
Yeah.
but we always go back to that one. I think it's the fat content.
Do you have a favourite cookbook, or is there what? Or is
I just love cookbooks in general.
do you?
That's my little escape
Yes.
because I have to read a good bit for work, and I have to do a lot, for work in general. That I just love sitting down with a cook. I might never make anything from it.
Yeah, I very rarely do, but I
I
have loads of them. They're so adorable. It's
Yeah.
just like it's almost like having the meal, looking at the pictures and imagining that you have the time.
Or sometimes I'll make maybe 2 things from a cookbook
Yeah, and that's
and
it.
not use it for anything else. But I'll still love it. And I love the beauty of them and the pictures and the descriptions and love them.
There's a good story behind it as well. So it's good.
It's a whole lifestyle kind of feeling, isn't it? That you have the time to do that little shop. I hate the way it's all big Aldi's and Dunn's as well now, where I live anyway. There's not like a little vegetable shop, or shopping was so much nicer when you had the little butchers and the veg shop.
But I don't know about you, but I don't have the time to do that kind of shopping.
Yeah.
I'd love to, but I just don't.
So we didn't really probably support them enough because we didn't have the time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think the model of the supermarkets, the model of supermarket today is they are trying to kind of emulate that. There's a feel like there's the green grocery section, very defined butcher, very defined fishmonger, very defined cheesemonger, like which is kind of nice.
Yeah, you can get quality things.
Yeah, yeah. So our choice is a lot better. Like it's, but it's like everything. It just moves on. Like I mean, look where, like you're talking about the green grocer, the butcher, and all the small shops and everything else, and they're the super. But look at AI now, where AI is going, and where that's leading.
Sure, your fridge can tell you what it needs now. If you want to go down that road.
But it's like you just pick out your phone and say, I have a chicken, I have some buttermilk, I have some carrots and onions, whatever that. What am I going to make? And someone come back with a video going, oh, make this.
No, but I like that. I use the Good Food app a lot.
Yeah, the Good Food app is a great app.
Which is a great one. If I have something in my head that I want to make, I know it's going to be there. I'll find it there. And again,
And reliable.
yeah, and with the ingredients, I can throw in my ingredients and find something.
Yeah.
And then go off and mess it all up when I actually try to do it.
No, but I don't think you could ever mess up a dish, because recipes for me are like a guide.
Yeah.
And it's an inspiration. So you get inspired. You get inspired by the ingredients that you go into a supermarket. And the first thing I would do is I'll pick up a protein, whatever that protein may be.
Yeah.
And from there, I would build out the dish in my head. So if I pick up some pork, I might say, oh, well, apple really works well with pork. So I'll go and pick up some beautiful, and then I'll see beautiful apples, and I go, oh, I'm going to make an apple crumble to go with this, because it's like...
You get inspired.
You get inspired, and just how you build out.
Your 3 kids are quite young still. 11,
Yeah.
is it? And
11, 10 and 8. Yeah.
Lovely.
They're young.
That's super. They're such nice ages.
They're sponges
Where they're-
now, this
Yeah, they're great. We're out of the really hard stage, but now they're doing all these activities and you're kind of racing around a lot. So, you know, it's busy, but it's great.
And do you get asked for selfies and stuff when you're out with the kids? How do you manage
Really?
that? No, you
Not
don't.
really, no. But I don't think Ireland is like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think my theory on it is if you go looking for it, you'll get it, you know? But if you're just in the world, being yourself, and it doesn't really happen that much to me.
It normally happens after 9 p.m. when people have a few drinks.
Yes, that's probably true. That's probably true.
But during the day, you'd like...
No, but I've been very lucky. You know, I think maybe it's with the job I'm doing on the radio now, people just go, yeah, whatever. You know, you're just another person doing a job.
That's so nice. It's
Yeah.
probably the way you want it.
It is, but also Ireland is small. You know, there's no big stars really in Ireland. Well, there shouldn't be anyway.
Yeah, no,
Apart from the really huge people like Paul Mescal and, you know, Saoirse Ronan, people like they are huge stars. The rest of us are just people, you know, doing a job.
Stars, yeah. So
Yeah, exactly.
And like, what do your kids think of your job?
Couldn't give a
Still, but they're not. Would they not say they're proud of you or anything? No.
No, they're just, did you interview anybody interesting today? And I'll say, oh, we did this thing about politics or news. No, anything interesting. You know?
We're missing the word.
Yeah. They want to know, like one of them is really into reading. So do you have any good authors on who write children's, but very specific. And then my son is into sport, anything you do about sport. But apart from that, you know, they couldn't give a damn. They care that you're at home when they need you and that they get fed.
Yes.
And there's somebody there to take them to their activities.
But isn't that great that she loves reading?
Yes.
That's super.
Yeah, they
Because
all
it's-
do actually.
Yeah.
But that's kind of something that I snuck in there because
Yeah.
when we were,
Just like your chickpeas.
well, that's not a work yet. I'm working on it. When we were at home, we were small. My mother would put us in the car, or my dad, every Tuesday into the library in the evening. And we'd all have to file into the library and they'd wait in the car for us outside. And you go in with your library card and you have to come out with 2 books.
Yeah.
It's just a thing.
That was
Cool. Yeah.
Catherine, my wife, she absolutely loves books. And for the first time, we were down in Easton's there 2 days ago. And I walked down and she was picking up a book. So Matt, she's like a kid that goes into a candy store when she walks into a bookstore.
It's so fast paced, your job, and the change in current affairs at the moment. And you you must have to get a really good night's sleep every night. You keep everything very.
Yeah.
For your walk, what do you do?
I'm very disciplined. I am actually. And I didn't used to be.
Yeah.
That's probably just a product of getting older as well. But I used to be able to, burn the candle at both ends and do whatever we all did back in my youth. But now, particularly since I've started doing this job 5 years ago, I'm just like so devoted. It's 5 years, yeah.
Ah,
5 years
congratulations.
coming up in September.
Congratulations. That's massive.
So I go to bed early. I get up at 5 and I do my exercise at 5. So that's done, box tick for the
Brilliant.
day.
Yeah.
I go into work then. I'm in for about 7:15, do my thing. Home then in the afternoon, kids, dinner. Every day has to be the dinner on the table,
Yeah,
you know.
Great.
So you really want that for them. That you
Yeah.
have dinner on the table. That's
To have.
Oh, it's great.
You're fortunate that you have that time
Timing
with for
is
children,
brilliant.
dinner, because you have a really kind of family life.
Yeah, it's the best job for young children in
You
terms
probably don't
of
see them for
timing.
breakfast in the morning. But
No,
you
I'm
see
never
them.
there in the mornings.
But you see
your
them.
husband is. You know.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you're there when they come home from school, homework,
It's just
dinner. Brilliant.
great. It couldn't be better, honestly.
Unbelievable.
Couldn't be better. And then after dinner then I have to go and do a bit of work
Yeah.
and catch up on whatever I can. So that
Yeah.
takes me about an hour, maybe could be 2 hours sometimes depending on what's going on. But it just works. It's just great.
Yeah, because they're having their downtime
Yeah.
themselves, and then you're ready
Playing
for
Roblox.
bedtime or whatever, on the computer or whatever. That's lovely.
Yeah.
So it's working out nice.
No, it's perfect for where I am right now. It's perfect. Couldn't be better.
And what do you do like for their birthdays? Do you make a cake? Do you make a birthday cake?
No, I don't.
Does your mum?
Do you know what? I'm not I like baking, but I'm just not very good at it. I don't get consistent results, Kevin. That's what I find. Yeah, I'd love to, but it just, sometimes the lemon cake will come out and it's fabulous. And then the next time, I'm going to try that because it worked the last time. It doesn't. And I don't know why.
But what you could do is that, because you can either make sponges or you can't. But what you can do is you can buy the sponges
And dress it up.
and dress it yourself. Like make your own buttercreams or your chocolate.
Yeah. But you see, part of the treat for us with birthdays is my little lady out gets to make the cake.
Oh, great.
And the cake comes in and it is fabulous. And that's kind of part of your birthday present, isn't it? Like we have a bunny themed cake coming now in a couple of weeks' time for an 8th birthday.
For years,
Exactly, yeah.
in years to come.
Yeah, and then we had 1 year, the doll baked into the cake.
Oh,
And then the doll's legs, it's actually a spike.
Yeah.
And everyone's gutted when the doll is exposed.
Less cake.
Yeah. No, you can't have that doll.
Yeah.
You're not playing with that doll. You'll kill someone with it.
Yeah. But I bake during school time because I like them to have sort of blueberry muffins or things that I've made for them that's healthier than what they might take from the old drawer of death and everyone has in their house. So it does work out. It's just I'd love to be better at baking. I can't really
And
get a
get
handle.
involved in the cooking.
Oh
with you.
yeah. Like my 10-year-old now will bake herself, you know. She'll have a good go. She'll have a good go at it. Yeah.
So it's a fun house. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's not a crack, isn't there, at that age? I
it
think.
is.
Yeah.
And would you put that down to your mum?
The baking.
No, just in general, like
The
that,
lovely
like
atmosphere.
the atmosphere, the family life and around food. and stuff.
Definitely. I like, the more I go on in my life, the more I realize that I'm a complete product of my upbringing, how I do the food, what the food is, how important that is. It's absolutely central. I remember when we were getting our house done up a couple of years ago, we were moving into that, and the architect said, well, how often will you be cooking? And I said, well, every day. And he looked at me and went, really? Because I suppose what he saw was somebody who's career focused. And I kind of went, I don't know how to get it across to you that what you see publicly probably isn't really me.
No, yeah.
Me is this. No, it's feeding and minding. And that's the most important thing. That's priority number one.
Yeah, priority number one.
Yeah.
So you get nervous ever interviewing somebody, or if somebody...
A healthy dose of nerves, probably.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's
I mean, I couldn't be nervous every day, or that would be crazy. Living your life where you're on the edge and your cortisone flying everywhere. But I mean, if there was a certain interview or a certain debate, or if it's coming up to an election, I think if you weren't nervous in those situations, it'd be checking your pulse and see what's going wrong.
But you must absolutely love it, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the pace of it, and I love being live. I hate doing recorded programs where you can do it again. It drives me. I can't cope with that.
Yeah.
Live is the thing, and
Same with TV. Live TV versus recorded TV.
It's amazing.
yeah,
Two different things because
So much more fun.
yeah. But there's too much of an opportunity to do things again and do it from a different angle, and just like, jeez, your head will be done in. So I love live, and then I find when I'm in the office and I'm doing whatever admin or prep, my energy levels drop. Like I'm just better being on air. Just stick me on air.
But you've noticed that is like as soon as like you could be, and I think it's an art and knack that when you're in TV or radio is that you have to be able to just like zone out. And as soon as the cameras come on, a light switch comes out, you're alive and you're kicking and you're moving and whatever, and it's all working.
You have to be calm.
You have
it's
to
like
be
flying a
calm.
plane. You just have to keep things going as smoothly as you can.
Yeah.
Even if things are falling apart in the control room, you've got to make it look as though everything's grand.
Yeah,
You know?
it's fine. It's no problem here.
My husband always says I'm really good in a crisis, and I think that's down to my job because you have to be calm. Are you good in a crisis?
I probably am. Yeah, I probably am. What I'm not good at is life admin. So my husband does all of that. I just find it really boring. I can't be dealing with it. I'm like, I just glaze over. I'm like, no, can't even hear. Can't even hear.
Yeah, it's too.
I would say with Cash, it's like I said, seriously, Cash, you just have to do this because I'm just going to tell them to get lost. It's not really interesting.
I feel really lazy and really guilty about it, but I'm terrible. I can't hear and I can't see, and I'm gone.
So Kevin did Dance with the Stars. Were you ever asked to do anything like that?
I may have been.
Can you dance? Can you dance?
Oh no, I'm terrible.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm terrible. And my children have wanted me to do it, you know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have time, first of all, because my job is 5 days a week. I wouldn't have
Absolutely
time.
forget about it.
And
it's so
I'd
intense.
probably enjoy it too much, and then I wouldn't be able to go back to my normal life. That's what I feel. Looks like too much fun. I'd say it's great fun, is it?
It was. It's really intense.
Yeah.
Like, but I had agreed to do it last May, so I kind of blocked my diary out.
Yeah, for a lot of, was it after Christmas mostly?
No, it was from the end of November right through, and fortunately or unfortunately, I was there at the end. So it was 4.5 months of
Magic.
It's a huge chunk.
7 days a week. It was like massive.
7 days a week.
Yeah. Don't believe what they tell you. It's 7 days a week.
Yeah, you see, it just wouldn't work for me at the moment. And I'd say a couple of years ago, my children really wanted to do it. Now, as they're getting older, they probably say, please don't do that. Yeah.
Well, in fairness, I asked my kids, and if one of them said no, I would have absolutely not done it. Because I was like, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do it because they were obviously asking a number. And I was always doing something the first quarter in the US, and I wasn't doing anything this year in the first quarter. I was kind of, maybe I'll talk to them and listen. I went down and chatted, and they're really nice, and they're an amazing production company. And I said, well, maybe if I dance with Karen for an hour to see whether I can dance
Yeah.
and see what the
What it's like.
see what the story is. And they said they're grand, so they arranged that. So she was in the act. She said I was amazing.
Oh, did she?
I said she got a great envelope.
Oh, did she? I wanted to ask you, your most famous YouTube video is obviously when you were gave Nigel Farage a bit of a dressing down.
God, that's about 100 years ago.
Yeah, well, it's not that, is it?
No, it's not. It's good. It feels like a long
Yeah.
time ago now. Yeah.
Yeah, and you said to him, you don't have a clue, isn't it? You said you don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Can you say it again? Can you remember how you said it? It was so good.
Do you know what? I don't think that was something that I had like thought that I was going to say to him. It was more in the moment, you know?
Yeah, it was so good. I can imagine you giving out to your children or, just saying, you don't have a clue. It was so good.
Yeah. You don't have a clue.
Yeah, it's like my line with the kids is like if it's a definite no,
Yes.
it's just not an option. And when I say that, they just know, boom, it's over.
Yeah, that's a good one, all right.
Yeah, it's just not.
No, look at how Nigel Farage has done since then.
I know.
You know?
I know.
There were numerous times where we were writing his political funeral, it. That man could be
He's like
prime minister someday.
He's like a Teflon pan.
He really is, yeah.
Nothing sticks to him.
Yeah, it's
British
right.
politics is wild.
Okay, well, we do our quick bites. So you happy to do that?
I'm bad at that. I'm bad at answering questions. Full stop.
Yeah,
I'll try. I'll do my best.
Cool. Tato, would you like Tato crisps or King crisps, or do you eat crisps?
And so I do, yeah.
Yeah.
But probably once a day.
Lovely.
Probably Tato. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And the reason?
Yeah, there might be a reason why I would have King. I think they're real pub crisp.
Yeah.
You know.
So aren't they say?
Like it.
I would agree with you. So I'm Tato all day long, but I like King when I'm in a pub.
Yeah. It makes me think about sort of the 80s and that's what is it? Are they more seasoned or something than Tato?
Yeah, and they're actually a thicker crisp, thicker slice.
See, ketchup or Ballymaloe? Tomato ketchup or Ballymaloe?
See, I really struggle with this as well. I love poached eggs at the weekend with Ballymaloe,
Yeah.
but I would always have ketchup.
You wouldn't have ketchup with poached eggs, would you?
No,
Yeah, so.
but I have Ballymaloe with. But ketchup, yes, and I do this thing where I have my own ketchup in my house that nobody's allowed to touch. It's Super Value one in the glass bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they're not allowed to touch that. They can have the squeezy bottle one, and they all know they don't go near that one.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah.
So it's, but can I say both?
Favorite pub? Do you have a favorite pub for you go on your holidays or?
I don't really. I'm not much of a pub person.
Yeah.
I like to go into a pub where it feels like you could stay there for the whole day, you know, like and have a few afternoon drinks.
Yeah.
And that's really appealing to me because I can't do that because of my life. I'm so busy. I used to be able to do it once
really
at a time.
comfy,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the last time I had that feeling was when we were in Sean's Bar in Athlone, which has that
That's a
claim to
great-
being
yeah, it's a
the
great-
oldest pub ever. Or
great
Amos.
spot.
And if there's tourists coming in there and they're buying the T-shirts and taking I just love that vibe, you know.
A bit of a buzzy vibe and comfy, yeah. Lovely, lovely pub. When are you in food heaven other than when you're having your mum's roast chicken? Is there another food heaven? Is there something maybe you have on your holidays that makes you feel really good? Or?
You know what? I think it's the simple things done really well.
Yeah.
It's like, Kevin, you were talking about the turbot there, you know, something like that, just done really nice and simple and fresh, you know, grilled with lemon, cooked well. Or a really good bowl of pasta with a sauce that you know has slow roasted tomatoes in it. That
So
somebody is,
So you're a tomato-based pasta
Yeah.
person opposed to a cream-based?
yeah,
Yeah, I understand.
yeah. But it's something that you know is simple, but it's been done really well and someone has taken their time with to make sure it's nice. That's foodie heaven for me.
That's foodie heaven.
Yeah.
And do you have a foodie hat or something that makes you go, no, I'd absolutely do not want that. Thank you. Take that away from me.
Not mad about black pudding, but again, I wouldn't be pushing it off the plate, but I'm just not crazy about it. Fennel doesn't really.
Fennel doesn't do it for me either.
No,
Yeah.
and I'd never think of buying fennel to cook it.
Yeah.
Evan now would be like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
No. I like fennel, but I like it with fish. But when I get fennel, like I would just like shave it really, really thin and make a lovely dressing with it, so it's more of a salad. I don't like it cooked, but I like it as a salad.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a different sort of flavor. But then I love pastis, which is a licorice liqueur that you would have in France. So pastis are demolish, so you'd have it on a Sunday. So it's like it's like Pernod with water and ice.
Well, I hope your mum will listen to this and
She will.
Yeah.
Sounds like a rock star.
She's great. Yeah. She's great. I still go down for the dinner, you know. It's like,
Do you? Yeah, of course.
desperate. Give
Why
her
wouldn't you?
pile in. Plenty of warning. We're on the way. Get the beef on.
Yeah.